your wife. Why are you treating me like a goat?
They found her standing on the balcony at 3 a.m., blood dripping from her hands, staring at the moon like she had just made peace with death itself. But before I tell you how Gina got to that balcony, let me show you what happened just 5 hours earlier, because what you're about to see will shock you. It will make you angry, and it will make you understand why some women smile in public but die slowly in private. Are you ready? Good. Let's begin. Gina was sitting on the big white sofa in the living room. She was wearing a pink silk nightgown. Her hands were shaking as she tried to drink water from a glass. But the glass was shaking too much. Water spilled on her lap. "You're useless!" Alex shouted from across the room. He was standing by the bar, pouring himself whiskey. His eyes were red. He had been drinking all evening. "I'm sorry," Gina whispered. Her voice was so small, like a tiny bird. "Sorry?" Alex laughed, but it was not a happy laugh. It was a mean laugh. A scary laugh. "You're always sorry. Sorry for breathing, sorry for existing, sorry for being the most useless wife in the world." He walked toward her. Gina's whole body tensed. She knew what was coming. She could see it in his eyes. "Alex, please," she said. "I didn't do anything wrong. I just spilled a little water. I'll clean it up." "You think that's why I'm angry?" Alex asked. He was standing right in front of her now. "You think I care about the water?" He grabbed the glass from her hand and threw it across the room. It hit the wall and shattered into 1,000 pieces. Gina flinched. "I'm angry because I saw you smiling at the security guard today," Alex said. His voice was quiet now, dangerously quiet. "You think I didn't see? You think I'm stupid?" "What?" "No," Gina said. "Alex, I didn't smile at anyone. I was just saying good morning. That's all, I promise." "You're lying." Alex grabbed Gina by her hair and pulled her up from the sofa. Gina screamed. "Please, you're hurting me." "Good," Alex shouted. He dragged her across the living room by her hair. Gina was crying and trying to keep up with him so her hair wouldn't rip out of her head. He dragged her all the way to the bedroom and threw her on the floor. Gina's head hit the ground hard. She saw stars. Everything was spinning. "Take off your nightgown," Alex said. "What?" Gina looked up at him, confused and scared. "I said take it off," Alex shouted louder. "Alex, please, I'm tired. I don't want to." Slap. Alex's hand flew across Gina's face. The sound was so loud. Gina's cheek burned like fire. She tasted blood in her mouth. "When I tell you to do something, you do it," Alex said. "Now take off that nightgown before I rip it off you myself." Gina's hands were shaking so badly, she slowly pulled off her nightgown. Tears were running down her face. She felt so ashamed, so dirty. "Please, Alex," she begged. "Please don't do this." But Alex wasn't listening. He went to the bedside table and opened the drawer. He pulled out a small bottle of pills, white pills, the same pills he always made Gina take. "Open your mouth," he said. "No," Gina said. "Please." "Not tonight. Those pills make me feel sick. They make me feel like I'm not myself. Please." Alex's face turned red with anger. He grabbed Gina's jaw and squeezed it hard, so hard that Gina's mouth opened automatically from the pain. He shoved 2 pills into her mouth. Then he grabbed a bottle of water and poured it into her mouth. Gina tried to spit the pills out, but Alex covered her mouth with his hand. "Swallow," he commanded. Gina had no choice. She swallowed. The pills went down her throat. She could feel them going down, down, down into her stomach. Alex let go of her. Gina coughed and gasped for air. "Now lie on the bed," Alex said. Gina slowly climbed onto the bed. Her whole body was shaking. Within minutes, she started feeling dizzy. The room was spinning. Her head felt light, like it was floating away from her body. Everything looked blurry. "Alex," she mumbled, "I don't feel good." "You'll feel better soon," Alex said. He started taking off his clothes. And then he did what he always did. He used Gina's body like she was a toy, like she was not a person with feelings, like she was nothing. Gina tried to push him away, but her arms felt like jelly. The pills had made her weak. She couldn't fight. She couldn't scream. She could only cry silently as Alex did whatever he wanted. When he was done, he rolled off her and fell asleep immediately. He was snoring loudly within seconds. But Gina couldn't sleep. Even though the pills made her dizzy, her mind was awake. Her soul was awake, and her soul was screaming. She lay there in the dark, staring at the ceiling. Her body hurt everywhere. Her face hurt where Alex had slapped her. Her head hurt where he had pulled her hair. Her jaw hurt where he had squeezed it. And inside, in her heart, there was a pain so deep that no medicine could heal it. Gina thought to herself, "How did I get here? How did my life become like this?" And that's when the memories started coming back. 1 year ago, Gina remembered the day she first met Alex. She was only 18 years old. She was living with her mama and papa in a small apartment in Surulere. Life was simple, not rich, but happy. Gina used to make videos on TikTok, just small videos of herself dancing, singing, doing makeup. People liked her videos. Within a few months, she had 5 million followers. One day, Gina posted a video of herself dancing in a yellow dress. The video went viral. 10 million people watched it, and one of those people was Alex. Alex was 48 years old. He was a senator, a very rich man, a very powerful man. When he saw Gina dancing in that yellow dress, he said to himself, "I want her." So he found out where she lived. He sent his driver to deliver a gift. Inside the gift box was a new iPhone and 500,000 naira cash. There was a note. "You are beautiful. Call me Alex." Gina had never seen that much money in her life. Her hands were shaking when she counted it. Her mama said, "My daughter, be careful. Why is a stranger sending you money? This is not normal." But Gina didn't listen. She was 18. She thought she knew everything. She called Alex. His voice was deep and smooth. "Hello, beautiful. Did you like my gift?" "Yes, sir," Gina said shyly. "But it's too much. I can't accept it." Alex laughed. "That money is nothing to me. I want to take you to dinner tomorrow. I'll send my car to pick you up." The next day, a big black Mercedes came to pick up Gina. All her neighbors came out to look. Everyone was pointing and whispering. Alex took her to the most expensive restaurant in Victoria Island. He ordered food that Gina had never heard of: lobster, caviar, expensive wine. While they ate, Alex talked about his money, his houses, his cars, his power. He told Gina, "I can change your life. Marry me and you'll never be poor again. Your parents will never struggle again." Gina's heart jumped. She thought about her papa who drove taxi every day in the hot sun. She thought about her mama who sold tomatoes in the market. She thought about her little brothers who sometimes went to school hungry because there was no food. Maybe this was her chance to help her family. For the next 3 months, Alex chased Gina like a hunter chasing an animal. He sent her money every week. He bought her clothes, shoes, bags. He took her to expensive places. He introduced her to important people. Gina's TikTok videos changed. Now she was posting from expensive restaurants, wearing designer clothes. Her followers went crazy. Gina Don Blow. See money. Lucky girl. But Gina's parents were worried. Her papa said, "My daughter, this man is too old for you. He's old enough to be your father. Why does he want to marry an 18-year-old girl? Something is wrong." Her mama cried, Gina, please come back home. We don't need his money. We are happy with our simple life. Money is not everything." But Gina was blinded. She had tasted luxury and she couldn't go back. "Mama, Papa, you don't understand," Gina said. "Alex loves me. This is our chance to finally live a good life. Don't you want me to be happy?" 3 months later, they got married. The wedding was huge, 1,000 guests, a cake that cost 5 million naira, a wedding dress that cost 10 million naira. Gina looked like a princess. When she walked down the aisle, everyone gasped. Alex smiled at her like he had won a prize. After the wedding, they went to their mansion in Lekki, a huge house with 7 bedrooms, a swimming pool, a cinema room, and 10 bathrooms. Gina thought she was the luckiest girl in the world. But that night, everything changed. They were in the bedroom. Alex had been drinking. Gina was tired. She just wanted to sleep. "Come here," Alex said. Gina walked over. He started kissing her. His hands were rough, too rough. It hurt. "Alex, please, I'm tired. Can we just sleep?" Alex stopped. He looked at her with cold eyes, eyes she had never seen before. "What did you say?" "I said I'm tired," Gina repeated. Slap! Alex's hand hit her face so hard that she fell to the floor. She looked up at him in shock, her eyes full of tears. "Let me tell you something," Alex said, standing over her. "You are my wife now. You belong to me. When I want you, you don't say no. Do you understand?" Gina nodded, too scared to speak. That was the first time, but it was not the last. Back to present. Gina lay in bed next to sleeping Alex, remembering everything, remembering how it all started, remembering all the times he had hit her, all the times he had forced those pills down her throat, all the times he had used her body like she was nothing. For 1 year, she had been living in this hell. 1 whole year of pain. 1 whole year of pretending to be happy in her TikTok videos while dying inside. Everyone thought she was living the dream. They saw her Ferrari, her designer bags, her gold jewelry. They said, "Gina is so lucky." But they didn't see the bruises under her makeup. They didn't see the pain behind her smile. They didn't see the way she cried herself to sleep every night. Gina slowly got up from the bed. Her head was still spinning from the pills, but she managed to walk to the bathroom. She locked the door and turned on the light. She looked at herself in the mirror. Her face was swollen from where Alex had slapped her. Her lip was bleeding. Her neck had red marks where he had grabbed her. Her whole body was covered in bruises, old and new. Gina touched her reflection in the mirror. She whispered, "Who are you? Where is the real Gina? The Gina who used to smile and laugh and dance? Where did she go?" And then something inside her snapped, like a rope that had been pulled too tight. It just broke. Gina realized something. She realized that if she stayed in this house 1 more day, Alex was going to kill her. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon, very soon. She couldn't take it anymore. She couldn't pretend anymore. She couldn't smile in videos while dying in real life. She had to do something. She had to speak out. With shaking hands, Gina picked up her phone from the bathroom counter. She opened TikTok and she pressed record. For a moment, she just stared at the camera. Tears running down her face, blood on her lip, swelling on her cheek. Then she took a deep breath and spoke. "My name is Gina," she said, her voice breaking, "and I need to tell you the truth." She turned the camera to show her face up close. The bruises, the blood, the pain. "Everything you see on my page is a lie," she continued. "My life is not perfect. My marriage is not perfect. My husband is killing me." More tears fell. Her hands were shaking so badly that the camera was shaking too. "For 1 year, I have been living in hell. Every night, My husband beats me. He forces me to take drugs so he can do whatever he wants to my body. He treats me like I'm not a person, like I'm just a toy he can play with and throw away. And I've been silent because I was scared of what people would think, scared of what he would do to me, scared of losing all this money and this big house and these cars. But you know what? I don't care anymore. I don't care about any of it. Because what's the point of having a Ferrari if I'm dead? What's the point of having gold if I have no peace? What's the point of having money if I have no life? She showed the camera her arms, covered in bruises. She showed her neck, red marks everywhere. She showed her legs, black and blue. This is the real me, she said. This is what happens when you marry for money. This is what happens when you choose luxury over love. This is what happens behind closed doors. She looked directly into the camera. Her eyes were red and swollen, but they were also angry, determined. I am a queen in my parents' house, but in this house I am nothing, nothing at all, and I'm done. I'm done being silent. I'm done pretending. I'm done dying slowly while smiling for the camera. She took a deep breath. My husband's name is Senator Alex. He is a powerful man. He has money, he has connections, and he has been using that power to keep me trapped. But I'm not trapped anymore. I'm speaking out, and I don't care what happens to me. At least I will die with my voice, not without it. She paused. Then she said one more thing. To every girl watching this, please listen to me. Don't make the same mistake I made. Don't marry for money. Don't marry because a man is rich or powerful or important. Marry because he is kind. Marry because he respects you. Marry because he treats you like a human being, not like property. Because I'm telling you now, it's better to cry in a kekenapep with a good man than to cry in a Ferrari with a monster. I was wrong. So wrong. And I'm sorry for lying to you all this time. I'm sorry for making you think that money can buy happiness. It can't. Money can't buy peace. Money can't buy safety. Money can't buy love. She wiped her tears. I need help. If anyone is watching this, please help me. I'm scared. I'm trapped in this house with a man who is going to kill me. Please, somebody, anybody, help me. And then she posted the video. Within seconds, the views started climbing. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million. Gina's phone started buzzing with notifications. Comment after comment after comment. Oh my God, Gina. We're coming to save you. Where are you? Someone call the police. This is heartbreaking. Within 10 minutes, the video had 5 million views. Within 20 minutes, 10 million views. Within 30 minutes, 15 million views. The whole of Nigeria was waking up. People were sharing the video everywhere. On Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, on WhatsApp. News channels were picking it up. Bloggers were writing about it. Human rights activists were calling for Alex's arrest. Gina sat on the bathroom floor, watching the views climb higher and higher. 20 million, 25 million, 30 million. Her phone was blowing up with messages from her followers, messages of support, messages of love, messages telling her to run. And that's when Gina heard it. Alex's voice from the bedroom. Gina! Her heart stopped. Alex was awake. She heard his footsteps. Heavy footsteps coming toward the bathroom door. Then the door handle rattled. Gina! Open this door right now. Gina stood up. Her whole body was shaking. This was it. This was the moment. Either she stayed and let Alex kill her, or she ran and saved herself. She made her choice. Gina opened the small bathroom window. It was a tight fit, but she was small. She climbed through the window and dropped into the garden below. "Gina!" Alex was banging on the bathroom door now. Bang, bang, bang. "Open this door or I swear I will break it down." But Gina was already running across the big garden in her bare feet, running toward the gate, running toward freedom. The security guard saw her coming. He had been watching the video on his phone. Everyone in Nigeria was watching it. When he saw Gina running toward him, bloody and bruised, he didn't stop her. He opened the gate. Gina ran through the gate and kept running. She ran down the street in her nightgown, bleeding, crying, but free, finally free. Behind her, she heard Alex screaming. She heard him running after her, but she didn't look back. She just kept running. A car stopped beside her. The driver had also seen the video. "Gina, get in. I'll take you to the police station." Gina jumped into the car. The driver sped away. Through the rear window, Gina saw Alex standing in the middle of the road, getting smaller and smaller as the car drove away. And that's when Gina started crying. Not tears of sadness, not tears of pain, but tears of relief, tears of freedom, tears of victory. She had escaped. She had spoken out. She had saved her own life. Within an hour, Gina was at the police station. The police took one look at her and immediately called for an ambulance. They took pictures of her injuries. They took her statement. And they went to arrest Alex. But when they got to the mansion, Alex was already gone. He had run away. The whole of Nigeria was looking for him. His face was everywhere. On TV, on social media, on wanted posters, there was nowhere he could hide. 2 days later, they found him trying to cross the border into Benin Republic. They arrested him and brought him back to Lagos in handcuffs. The trial was fast. Too much evidence, too many witnesses, too many people watching. Senator Alex was found guilty. He was sentenced to 25 years in prison. When the judge read the sentence, Gina was sitting in the courtroom with her mama and papa on either side of her. Her mama was holding her hand. Her papa had his arm around her shoulders. And when they said, "Guilty," Gina didn't smile, she didn't cheer, she just closed her eyes and took a deep breath. It was over. Her nightmare was finally over. 6 months later, Gina was back living with her parents. She had left all the money, all the cars, all the bags, all the jewelry. She didn't want any of it. It was all stained with blood and pain. She went to therapy 3 times a week. She talked about her trauma. She cried. She screamed. She healed. After 3 months of silence, Gina returned to TikTok. Her first video back was simple. Just her, sitting in her parents' small living room, wearing a simple t-shirt and jeans. No makeup. No fancy clothes, no fake smile. She looked at the camera and said, "I'm back. Not as the girl with the Ferrari, not as the senator's wife, just as Gina. The real Gina. The Gina who is still healing, still learning to smile again, still learning to trust again. But I'm alive, and that's what matters." The video got 50 million views. People loved the new Gina, the real Gina, the strong Gina. Brands reached out to her. Not because she was glamorous, but because she was real. because her story touched hearts, because she gave hope to thousands of women trapped in abusive relationships. Gina became an advocate for domestic violence victims. She spoke at events. She visited women's shelters. She used her platform to help others. And the money came. Good money, clean money, money she earned herself through hard work and honesty. 1 year after her escape, Gina bought her parents a small but comfortable house. Her father cried when she gave him the keys. "My daughter," he said, "you didn't have to do this." "Yes, I did, Papa," Gina said, hugging him. "You tried to warn me, but I didn't listen. This is my way of saying thank you for never giving up on me. Thank you for loving me even when I was lost." Today, Gina is 20 years old. She's not married. She's not dating. She's just focusing on herself, on her healing, on her purpose. She still makes TikTok videos, but now her videos have meaning. They have truth. They have power. And every night before bed, Gina looks at herself in the mirror and says, "I am proud of you. You survived. You escaped. You spoke out. You saved your own life. And you are helping others save theirs. You are enough. You have always been enough." But before you go, remember this. If you know someone like Gina, help them. If you are like Gina, speak out. Your life is worth more than all the Ferraris in the world. You are priceless.